Ready? Close your eyes. That's it. Now inhale nice and slow, as if trying to catch the slight fragrance of a blossom in the air. And let it out. Relax your shoulders. Picture yourself enveloped in the soft embrace of a cloud. Very good. Now, let go of your troubles and feel yourself become lighter in body and mind.
参戦花祭り？
ランジュラに声をかけたのには一つ目的があるんじゃ。妖理の変化の力を借りて人間の想像した遊芸を作るというな。
この白髪についてく。それから桃神のお姉さんにもついてく。ざっくり言うと、ある小狐の見た夢がテーマになってる。吉間と悪夢の間を行き来しながら美味しい油揚げを探すんだ。
ほう。
今回の設計は典型的な打ち方をもとに新たな要素を取り入れ、かつ既存の弱点を補うことでまっすぐ素早く打てるようになってる。
新たき極上無双遊芸制作組助田ついに参上。
先日受けた広告の仕事がまだ終わっていない。
大したことでもね、すぐに片付けてくからよ。七星召喚、勝者は常に人生の勝ち組だ。
私は夢みずきって呼んで。夢療法。悪夢の悪夢よ飛んでいけ。夢食いバクには人間の悪夢を食らう能力があるの。食べた悪夢は自分の夢の中で消化する必要があったね。まず目をつむって深呼吸を。この香りをじっくり嗅いでみて。次は視覚的な準備をしよう。私がいいって言うまで目を開けちゃダメだぞ。
二重心ってあの瓜二つの人が現れるっていう？
仕事柄何らかの理由で治療を拒んだり、治療を受けられない患者はたくさん見てきた。そして将軍にはすでにその兆しが見えてる。大きな力を持つ者が夢とうつつを区別できなくなり、現実で起こっていることの全てを戦の延長線上にあるものと勘違いしてしまったら、
こたびの敵悪夢だけではあるまい。
やはり見破るか。
今回Aはあの人たちを振り下ろさなくて済む。
雷の国つかみの御事、我が願いを聞こしめせ。
虚空の幻、真理を追い
いざ渡らせたまえとかしこみも申す。
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the version 5.4 special program. I'm Gabe from the Loke team.
And I'm Kai.
We meet again, everyone. Although this time, a mysterious voice guided us here.
Yeah, that must have been Mizuki, right?
Yes, and speaking of Mizuki, does everyone remember Aisa Bathhouse? It's one of the businesses near Tenshukaku.
Oh yeah, I remember talking to the owner. Apparently, the inspiration for the business comes from Netland's hot springs.
Well, Mizuki happens to be a major shareholder of Aisa Bathhouse.
Major shareholder? Wait, there are tons of rumors about her. I heard she returned from abroad to put Miko out of business. Oh, and she used to...
Let me guess. She used to sneak into Grand Narukami Shrine to pour hot water on the sacred sakura? Or that Aisa Bathhouse is coming out with a promotional duo to compete with Miss Hina?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I heard.
Those rumors are a bit misleading.
What? Okay. So, what's the truth?
Well, first, we need a bit more context. This is Yume Mizuki.
Oh, I love the sound of her name. And look at her outfit. It's like a combination of a kimono and a maid uniform.
Yeah, it incorporates a few fusion elements, which makes sense for someone who often travels abroad.
Yeah, oh, and she has a tail. Does that mean she's a yokai?
Yes, but don't worry, definitely a friendly one. Mizuki is a Yumekui Baku, a type of yokai that use their powers to eat people's nightmares. She also happens to be a clinical psychologist.
Hold on. Clinical psychologist?
Yeah, maybe that's kind of hard to imagine. Here, these anecdotes should help paint a better picture.
Let's see. Mizuki once treated a warrior who returned from Night Warden Wars. After consuming his nightmare, she passed out for several days. Sounds like that nightmare didn't go down easy.
Definitely not. Certain nightmares are difficult for Yumekui Baku to digest and can even become poisonous. The nightmare of a warrior who has seen the horrors of the abyss, it's too intense for the Baku to consume directly. So, as a psychologist, that's where Mizuki comes in. She uses clinical methods to help her patients reach a point where their nightmares are safe to consume. If the Baku tried to intervene without those methods, in terms of consequences, passing out is only the tip of the iceberg.
Wow. A Baku's job is a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah, but Mizuki doesn't mind. To her, consuming people's nightmares is what it means to be a Baku. It inspired her to travel all around Teyvat, learning everything she could about psychology. That's what makes her practice so unique. She combines her clinical knowledge with yokai power.
Oh, I was wondering how she encountered a warrior from Natland. So she's a traveler too.
Yep, in addition to clinical methods, she also uses hot spring baths, music, and incense during the treatment process. Actually, travelers can even check out Isa Bathhouse for themselves. With the relaxing hot springs and delicious food offerings, you can bring your stress and you'll leave refreshed.
Nice. I wanted to ask though, the incense we just saw looked like it was from Sumeru. Has Mizuki been there too?
Yes, Mizuki has contacts all over Teyvat. In fact, we can introduce a few right now.
Oh, Mizuki and Walani know each other. Wait a minute. Across from Walani's shop, I remember seeing a new business. The announcement mentioned something about a hint of sakura, a touch of purple. Could it belong to Mizuki?
Good eye. That's Yume Mizuki's Cozy Corner, and it's about to open soon. Mualani even ordered a gift to congratulate Mizuki on the opening.
Wow, I had no idea those two were so close.
And speaking of business ventures, Mizuki is also working with Kokomi to open another branch of Isa Bathhouse on Watatsumi Island.
Another one? Jeez, does she even sleep?
Well, nothing's set in stone, but if it works out, she'll be able to help even more people suffering from nightmares.
Okay, so it sounds like Mizuki is just really dedicated to her work. Those rumors get her completely wrong. It's terrible.
Yeah, people will take the smallest piece of information and let their imaginations run wild. The truth is, Miko and Mizuki have known each other since childhood, and there's a slight rivalry between them. After all, Isa Bathhouse and Yai Publishing House both offer an outlet to unwind, so in a way, their markets overlap. But they're definitely not trying to put each other out of business here. Someone else is guilty of that, and Mizuki is the one being targeted.
Wait, what's going on?
That's something travelers can find out for themselves in Mizuki's story quest, Tapirus Somniator chapter. Before we get into it, there's two quick things to note. First, travelers can earn extra level up materials for Mizuki by completing her quest. Second, starting in version 5.4, keys will no longer be required to unlock story quests.
Oh, sweet. That should make it easier to spend time with our favorite characters.
Yep. Now, let's take a little sneak peek at Mizuki's story quest, shall we?
Who are these two? Oh, wait, is that the promotional duo from the rumor? You know, Miss Hina's competition?
No, not even close. These two are therapists who work with Mizuki at Isa Bathhouse. The shorter one is actually the older of the two. They're polar opposites in terms of personality, though. So, as you can imagine, they also have different approaches when it comes to therapy. All right, Let's take a look at the next picture.
Whoa, those round little guys are so cute.
Yeah, that's what Yumekui Baku look like when they're young. With a little training, they'll be able to turn into human form one day.
Okay, now I want to know what Mizuki looked like when she was little.
Well, with a little luck, you might just get the chance. And speaking of luck, to many people in Inazuma, encountering a little Baku is a sign of good luck.
Because it means when you sleep that night, your nightmares will be gone?
That's right. But in Mizuki's story quest, travelers won't need to rely on luck to experience Mizuki's treatment for themselves.
That sounds pretty lucky to me.
I guess you're right. Okay, on to the next picture.
Whoa, what is that thing? It looks very unsettling. And did I mention dangerous?
You're not wrong. Mizuki and the traveler have a few crises to resolve in this quest. So, I think this is a perfect time to check out what Mizuki can do in combat.
Is it time for our session?
Yachan, Taechan, let's go!
In battle, Mizuki waves her fan to unleash refreshing bursts of wind that deal anemo damage. Her elemental skill weaves memories of beautiful dreams and causes her to enter the Dream Drifter state.
Whoa, that looks so fun.
Yeah, the Dream Drifter state is one of the key ways Mizuki works with her team to defeat enemies. In this state, Mizuki periodically deals AoE anemo damage to nearby enemies and increases swirl damage for the entire party. Unlocking the talent Bright Moon's Restless Voice can even extend the duration of the Dream Drifter state. Mizuki's elemental burst pulls in nearby enemies and summons a mini Baku to the field. This mini Baku creates Yumemi-style special snacks that can be picked up by party members. Picking up the snack has two different effects, depending on the HP of the active character. If the active character's HP is above a certain percent, picking up the snack will unleash a Munen shockwave that deals AoE anemo damage to surrounding enemies. If their HP is below a certain percent, picking up the snack will restore an amount of HP. If the snack remains on the field for some time without being picked up, it will explode and deal AoE anemo damage to surrounding enemies.
Whoa, so Mizuki looks after her teammates in multiple ways.
Definitely. Mizuki's gameplay has an effortless feel to it. Like I mentioned earlier, Mizuki increases swirl damage for the entire party, which gives us a world of possibilities when it comes to team comps. All you need are characters whose element reacts with anemo. Use them to apply elemental effects to enemies. Then, when Mizuki unleashes her elemental skill, she can target enemies with ease as she hovers above the battlefield. With her anemo vision, Mizuki takes her teammates' skills to the next level by increasing swirl damage. And when the time is right, you can unleash her elemental burst to give your party members an added edge in combat.
Okay, I see what you mean now. There's definitely an ease to her kit. She works in so many different teams.
Oh, I should mention another cool thing about her abilities. When Mizuki is in your team and a party member consumes a dish with restorative effects, there's a certain chance for the dish to be heightened. Now, here's the interesting part. The higher the friendship level of the character consuming the dish, the greater the chance of triggering that effect.
Okay, I think I see where this is going.
It all comes back to her profession. The more you interact with a patient, the more you understand them. And in the end, the more you can help them. So, in other words, the higher the friendship level, the better the effect.
Awesome! I want Mizuki in my team as soon as possible.
Then let's get into the version 5.4 event wishes. In the first half of version 5.4, we'll have event wishes for Yume Mizuki, and Sijuin. A new 5-star catalyst, Sunny Morning Sleepin', will also be featured on the weapon banner. I should also mention that after the version 5.5 update, Mizuki will be added to the standard wish banner.
Oh, nice! Another character on the standard banner who can help with exploration.
Exactly. Plus, like we said before, Mizuki enhances swirl damage, so she's a flexible unit that can fit into so many teams. As long as you have elements that react with anemo, you're good to go.
Right, you can't really go wrong, which means you don't have to stress. I'm always down for that.
Totally. If you're interested, be sure to check out her banner in the new update. Now, in the second half of version 5.4, we'll have returning event wishes from Farina and Risley.
Awesome! I've been waiting for them.
Yeah, me too. Okay, that's it for the event wishes.
All right, next up. Oh, looks like we have a message from Ayaka. Let's take a look.
Hello, traveler. It's been a while. I hope you're well. I wanted to tell you about an upcoming event in Inazuma, the Mikawa Flower Festival. If you have some time, perhaps you could join us for this grand occasion. I know Brother and Toma would love to see you. And I feel the same. In fact, I hear the Shogun and Lady Gucci have special plans in store. Of course, your participation will make the event all the more special.
Huh. Ayaka mentioned the Mikawa Flower Festival. Why don't we go check it out?
Sounds good. While we head to the venue, take a look at the second redemption code, travelers.
Welcome back, travelers. We now come to you with a special segment of today's program. The Enchanted Tales of the Mikawa Festival, jointly sponsored by Yae Publishing House and Isa Bathhouse.
A century ago, the Mikawa Flower Festival was an event where all kinds of yokai gathered in celebration. But now, the festival is open to humans and yokai alike. Preparations are already underway for the upcoming iteration of the Mikawa Flower Festival, set to take place at the foot of Mount Yogo on February 14th, 2025.
Oh, hey! That means it's been over 2 years since the last Mikawa Flower Festival. Do you still remember it, Kai?
Of course! Ayato's test of courage feels like it was just yesterday. I still remember playing Akisu Yuge on the beach and bonding with our yokai friends. I really had fun during that event.
Yeah, I remember thinking, if a game on the beach is this fun, imagine what a full-blown Mikawa Flower Festival could be like.
Yeah, looks like we finally have the chance to find out. But it's not just for yokai this time.
That's right. The Shogunate is finally organizing a celebration for humans and yokai to enjoy together.
It's a joint effort in every sense of the word. There's so much to look forward to. So let's give travelers a sneak peek at the festivities.
Wow, things are looking lively already.
Yes. These are the participants in the 48-hour game development competition.
Wait, so they only have 48 hours? I think it would take me that long just to come up with an idea.
Yeah, that's why the collaboration between humans and yokai is so important. With the help of a kitsune meal, certain yokai can now communicate in human speech, which means the game development teams have human ingenuity and yokai power on their side. The sky's the limit.
Wow, I can't even imagine what the teams are going to come up with.
Speaking of teams, let's take a second to introduce the contestants. And we can give an overview of their games while we're at it.
All right, take it away.
All right, let's take a look at our first team, Mizuki, Gyobukoban, and Kokumi, and their game, A Little Fox's Daydream. Players will need to guide a little fox through different dreamscapes, collecting fried tofu on the way until you reach the ramen stall at your destination.
And if you make it to the final checkpoint, a very cute, very special little Baku will appear to congratulate you. Oh, but you didn't hear that from me.
Yeah, okay.
As for the identity of the little Baku, I'll leave that for the travelers to mull over.
Here's a tip. As the setting changes between dreams and nightmares, make sure to watch your step. Otherwise, it's not a pleasant way down.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Ouch.
Alright, moving on to Sayu, Kichiboshi, and Yoimiya's team and their game, Bunshin Phantasm. This is a game that really makes you think. What do you do when the bridge to your destination disappears in front of you? Well, that's where the Mujina body doubles come in. The Mujina body doubles mimic your movements, and you will need to use the mechanic to your advantage to find a way forward.
This game has Sayu written all over it. Making her clones do all the work while she takes a nap? That sounds like her. But that's just my guess. Travelers will need to uncover the full story behind this game for themselves.
I heard the team is hard at work developing new stages and expanding on the clone mechanic. So there are even more intriguing puzzles in store.
Sounds exciting.
Alright, those last two games are new additions to the festival, but this next one might look a little familiar. It's a new and improved version of Akitsu Yuge, this time with a Mondstadt twist. It's called Akitsu Harpastum, developed by Toma, Hitotsume Kozo, Yoko, Kappa, and Shoze.
Okay, I think I can guess the mastermind behind this game. The Ludi Harpastum elements make it pretty clear it must be Toma's idea. He's from Mondstadt after all. And the break mechanic definitely reminds me of Akitsu Yuge. I can see the mashup.
Exactly. Plus, with Shoze's yokai powers, there are even special effects this time that really take it to the next level.
We should also mention Akitsu Harpastum can be played solo or in co-op, so you can put your skills to the test on your own or with friends.
As you can see, there are a lot of fun games in store. Maybe you even have a favorite already. If so, you're ahead of the game. Because in this competition, the winner of the award for Best Game is completely up to the traveler. The winning team gets to take home the Tanuki Game Award.
Ooh, that's a big decision.
Definitely. Now we only gave a brief overview of each game, so better to reserve judgment until you experience the final product for yourselves.
And of course, no celebration is complete without rewards. All you have to do is join in on the fun. Take part in the various games to earn festival stamps. Once you collect a certain amount, you can exchange them for all sorts of rewards, including a new 4-star polar.
Wow, I'm so excited! This festival is jam-packed with activities.
For sure. Plus, you can always stop by Isa Bathhouse if you need a break. The bathhouse even made custom bathrobes for their guests during the festival.
Awesome!
Definitely. Yae Publishing House will also have a booth, so check it out if you're interested.
Alright, before we wrap up this special broadcast, we have one last announcement. Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, will make a special appearance at the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Wow, the Shogun is going in person. That's definitely going to cause a stir. But wait, hold on. She's not just going for the festivities, is she?
Well, I heard she's coming to investigate a nightmare with ties to Mikoshi Chiyo.
Mikoshi Chiyo? Ah, you mean her Oni friend from all those years ago?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a rumor. We probably shouldn't spread that around.
No. You're right. That could be dangerous.
Yeah. The Mikawa Flower Festival welcomes all visitors, human and yokai alike. Whether you're new to the festival or a returning visitor, a competitor or a spectator, there's more than enough fun to go around.
That's right. And with that,
we hope to see you there.
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back. You know, another cool thing about the Mikawa Flower Festival is that we get to reunite with a bunch of old friends. It makes me wonder what some of our other old friends are up to.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not the only one. That's exactly why the dev team designed this next event. Let's take a look.
モンドとはだいぶ違うだろう。
シャンリン、この匂いどうしたの？いい香り。これ食べてみて。次は渡積島の外を案内してくださいませんか？
This new version 5.4 event is called Traveler's Tales Anthology Chapter. Keep an eye out as you wander the open world. You might just spot some familiar faces or hear some interesting news about them.
What an awesome way to reunite with our old friends.
Yeah, and get a glimpse of an average day in their life.
Oh, hold on. The map is pretty big at this point. Won't it be like trying to find a needle in a haystack?
Don't worry. Whenever there's news about one of our companions, their anecdote icon will appear on the map. All travelers need to do is head to the marked location to check it out. Once you complete an anecdote, the corresponding story will be recorded. Complete a certain number of anecdotes to earn rewards.
Cool. It's like a bunch of slice of life vignettes. Oh, actually, I think I just saw Zhongli buying light novels for Hu Tao. I can't wait to see how that turns out. This kind of mechanic has so many possibilities.
That's true.
So, if the name of the event is Traveler's Tales Anthology Chapter, does that mean there will be more chapters in the future?
According to the dev team, this is sort of like a trial run. They're hoping to refine the experience in the future after receiving feedback from travelers.
Cool. Now the open world has even more secrets to uncover.
Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the rest of our version 5.4 events. First up is a combat event called Realm of Tempered Valor. In this event, each challenge is made up of 25 floors of combat stages. The level and HP of opponents within each challenge increases as you ascend from floor to floor. Travelers must clear the stage within 30 seconds to move on to the next floor.
Sounds like an opportunity to test our limits.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if you reach a certain floor in single-player mode, you can grant a buff to your friends. Of course, your friends can also do the same for you. I should also mention there are different ways to take part in this event. You can choose to take on the challenge solo or team up with friends in co-op. Whatever you choose, there are ample rewards to collect along the way.
Nice! I feel like travelers will really get to put their bills to the test in this event.
Definitely. And speaking of rewards, if you reach a certain floor, you'll even receive an event-exclusive name card. A baby Tepetlisaur punching an Abyss Mage. So cute!
Alright, let's move from the combat arena into the great outdoors. Invasive fish species have been spotted in the waters of Fontaine, and a rather peculiar individual who calls herself an Unchained Hunter needs our help. In Invasive Fish Wrangler, travelers will need to head to designated fishing zones to address the crisis. Travelers can take part in two different modes, co-op mode and fish-off mode, meaning you can either work together or compete against each other, while collecting Primo Gems along the way.
And in the end, your efforts help Fontaine avert a major ecological crisis. So that's an added bonus. Plus, competing to see who can catch more fish is just really fun.
Yeah, if you are the first to catch the giant bejeweled unicorn fish, you can even receive a higher score.
Hold on. Doesn't this so-called Unchained Hunter look a little familiar? Wait, it's the same merchant who released Sumeru fish species into Mondstadt that one time. Wow, looks like she really turned over a new leaf. And speaking of familiar faces, another old friend will be returning in version 5.4. That's right, it's Xavier.
Oh, the filmmaker smiled upon by the gods. What kind of commission is it this time? Another film?
Nope, not a film this time. A commercial for his sponsor. But it's not really a commission, it's more like doing something creative with an old friend. Besides, Xavier already shot the footage. All travelers need to do is edit it. You can totally make it your own.
Make it our own? But what about the sponsor? Aren't there requirements?
When it comes to art, there's no right answer, right? Xavier said it just needs to be interesting. If the sponsor has an objection, Xavier has our back.
Wow. Okay, I like the sound of that. And it looks like we can use the same footage 3 times. That leaves a lot of room for creativity.
And feedback. The cast, crew, and sponsors of your commercial will be able to weigh in on your final cut. Plus, you can have multiple saves, and you can even share and showcase your work. I can't wait to see what everyone comes up with.
I think I saw Ito in some of the footage. Huh. I was wondering why he wasn't part of the game development competition. Looks like he was busy filming an ad.
Yeah, for a Genius Invocation TCG by the looks of it. Which is perfect, because we have some Genius Invocation news of our own. Automatic Artistry will be returning as a part of Heated Battle Mode in version 5.4. Travelers can look forward to new character and monster cards. In addition, Automatic Artistry will now have a concede button, making it easier to get a fresh start if a match doesn't go your way. Updates and optimizations have also been made to regular Genius Invocation TCG, so keep an eye out.
Finally, the Leyline Overflow event is returning in version 5.4. Check it out if you need Mora or character experience materials.
Alright, it's time for a few system optimizations. In version 5.1, a calculator was added to the crafting bench to make the enhancement process easier, but the dev team thought that there was still some room for improvement. So, in version 5.4, travelers can look forward to more sweeping optimizations to the enhancement process.
First up is an optimization to enhancement material collection. In the training guide, you can now add level up plans for your characters. All you need to do is set your level up goals, and the system will display the materials you need as well as where to obtain them. In addition, once you set a goal, reminders of the required materials will be displayed in various key interfaces, including the Adventure Handbook, Domain Entrances, and Domain Completion screen, and the Battle Pass rewards. And when you click on a certain material, you can see your collection progress as well as whether you reach your goal.
Nice, I like all the reminders. It saves a lot of time when you don't have to do those calculations yourself. Plus, the interface seems a lot more intuitive.
Also, certain common interfaces will now display your current resin count. You no longer need to exit to a separate screen. In addition, if you can craft a certain material, clicking on Craftable Amount will display the crafting bench in your current region on the map, and you can click on it to teleport.
The character list has also been streamlined by reducing the number of steps needed to navigate the interface. For example, say you just obtained talent upgrade materials for Risley, and after upgrading his talents, you want to do the same for Sijuin. Now, when you switch characters, you can remain within the talent interface instead of exiting to the attributes page. In addition, for travelers who play on PC and use keyboard and mouse input, elemental icons have been added when scrolling through the character list. Travelers can use them to quickly filter their characters by element.
Wow, I'm used to just dragging the character tab at the top, but it can take a while when you have a lot of characters.
For sure. The filtering icon in the lower left-hand corner can make that easier too. Try it out sometime.
Cool, I will.
Alright, let's move on to some optimizations to weapon filtering. After the version 5.4 update, you can now filter weapons by secondary attributes.
Oh, and characters now have recommended weapon attributes, which should be helpful if you're unsure which secondary attributes to prioritize.
In addition, an auto add button has been added to the weapon enhancement screen, making it much easier and faster to level your weapons. Finally, the Serenity Pot now allows you to quickly get in touch with Tubby to handle all sorts of design business. Plus, you can now buy materials and craft furnishings anytime, anywhere, even indoors.
Nice!
Alright, that's it for system optimizations. Be sure to check them out in-game once the update goes live. Looks like we covered everything, which means that's a wrap for the version 5.4 special program. Anything you want to say before we go, Kai?
Yes, of course. I've been waiting for this. First, I've got to say, Yume Mizuki's design is absolutely stunning. I really love her way of speaking. Like, it brings so much personality to her character. It's very soothing. I feel like all of my nightmares are just gonna be gone instantly. And also, second, I want to say is that this update is also such a huge shout out to the incredible work our game designers have done. Coming up with fresh mechanics every single update, that's just wild. Like, inventing new mechanics and inventing new rules for the game and finally make it a game is super difficult. Big respect to the team for making all of this happen. What about you, Gabe?
Yeah, it's so cool how the team is always trying to make the game fresh and bringing new things to the table. But yeah, for me personally, I'm actually really excited to check out Isa Bathhouse because I love whenever there's like buildings in the game and you walk by them all the time and you're thinking like, I wonder what the inside of that building looks like, or I wonder what that area looks like. But they're actually adding, that space for us to explore now, and I just think that's so cool. It just adds more detail to the world and it allows you to explore even more. And yeah, I'm really excited to check that out.
Exactly. I'm so excited about that as well. Well, I suppose all there's left to say is see you in game, travelers.
Yep. Bye now.
Bye.
Oh, you're awake. How are you feeling? I used my voice to guide you out of the dream. Looks like it worked like a charm. Now all you need to do is hold on to this state of relaxation. Your dream was very special, by the way, full of stories and unknowns. Thank you for trusting me with it. Oh, one more thing. Be careful on the road. A certain amount of fatigue is to be expected after waking up from a dream. Farewell for now. When you rest tonight, I hope only sweet dreams await.